Good evening, Chance. It's Maverick here with another ARMA 3 live stream. Hope you guys can hear me alright. If you do so, please confirm really quick in the comments. Would appreciate that. Yeah, another day, another great day for the ARMA 3 fan community. Beta dev branch updated today, and we got a lot more content. Basically, yeah, it's just vehicles. It hit me by surprise. I read about it yesterday that there is supposed to be another dev branch update where you get pretty much access to all the missing vehicles in Arma 3 just about a week before the official game release. And yeah, I came home today after work, after a really busy day at work, turned on Steam and saw the update. I didn't have really time to prepare something. I was pretty stressed out all day, and had to visit or went visiting my father, who was just released of the hospital yesterday because of some major heart issues. But he's alright, and I'm glad that he is. So let's kick off. Yeah, I just prepared something the last few minutes, so that's why I'm a little bit late. A lot of new vehicles for pretty much all the factions. We get some Blue 4 vehicles, such as I think it's some sort of engineer tank. It's the IFV-6A Cheetah. We're gonna have a look at this later, or like live in the game. The M2A1 Slammer, which is like the main battle tank for the NATO side. The M4 Storcher, which looks like an kind of an advanced version of the M109 howitzer. So it's an artillery, a self-propelled artillery howitzer. M5 Sandstorm MLRS, multiple launch rocket system. So this is badass artillery. And then there's a Hammer truck box. I guess it has some sort of container on the back, so kind of a new adapted version of a transport truck for the NATO side. Now the independent side gets an armored vehicle as well, AFV-4 Gordon. I think it's probably about the same model as the Op4 side has, but probably have some other camo, like the standard independent camo scheme, you know, with all the green. Now, Op4 side, I think I messed up the order here because this looks like a main battle tank. T100 Warsuk. No, what? Forsuk? Not Warsuk. Forsuk or so. I have no idea. Then the 2S9. What the fuck is up with those names? Sochor. This looks like a howitzer, and then ZSU-39 Tigris. This is definitely some sort of anti-air tank, something like a shield car from Armour 2 or a Tunguska, anything in that area. Feel free to leave a comment, ask questions. Obviously, I can't really explain anything related to those videos. This is the first play for me as well. Not those videos, those vehicles. It's gonna be first play, so I don't know anything about them yet. But feel free to ask any other question, or also if you don't have a Twitch account and can't comment here, you can also hit me up on Twitter. Try to follow the Twitter feed from my cell phone, so feel free to use that as well. Okay, civilian. No, this is not civilian side. It seems as if there's some sort of new faction. If you hit them here, you get off-road FIA. I guess there's also going to be a faction here, or in the independent side maybe. Yeah, here it is. Independent side AAF is like the green force, green 4 that we already knew, and now here there's FIA. I don't know exactly what that is. Just realized they have some other content besides those new vehicles as well, so I'm just going to play some random units here so we can have a look at them as well. Completely new independent faction group, whatever. Just a few as example. Gonna place them right here. What else we got? Man story. Carry. Okay, let's place carry as well. And we got ships, assault boat. So this is probably just like the rubber craft. Yeah, never mind. And static. Oh yeah, that's something I missed. And also, besides the vehicles, there are also a few static guns, such as static machine guns, grenade launchers, anti-air launchers, and anti-tank launchers. So they just have the mortar here. That's nothing new. What else we got? Static. Yeah, check that. Supports. I think that's also new. I'm sorry, I'm really just making it up as I go. Their support vehicles have been added to the game, such as ammo trucks, fuel trucks, repair trucks, and medical vehicles. So I'm just gonna place a few of those as well. Fuel truck, whatever. Let's place one. I'm just gonna ungroup them, otherwise they will start running around and shit. We don't want that. Let's place the. Yeah, let's go for NATO. Let's use the empty vehicles, supports. That's the Hammett. Ammo, fuel, medical. Come on. Repair. And then we get the SAMAC. Like the SAMAC is the basic transport truck for independent and OPFOR side. Here we get kind of the similar stuff, repair, refuel, rearm, and medical, but with a different like vehicle as a platform. I'm not going to place those as well. I'm just going to use the NATO version here, so we can see how they look. It's probably not something super fancy, but they will definitely help in mission editing. And also some fast air. Finally, this baby is released, the A143 Buzzard for the independent side. No fast air for OPFOR or NATO. So no aircrafts, CAS aircrafts, whatever. There are two versions. One is the AA version. I guess this one has like Stinger missiles or MRAMs or something similar. And then there's the CAS version, maybe some guided bombs, unguided bombs, Mavericks or Hellfire style missiles. The drones have been updated as well for all the factions. There is now a drone version like the Greyhawk with CAS, or it's kind of like named CAS, and the other one Greyhawk without CAS. I'm not sure what the difference is. We're gonna check that out just in a minute. Let me check up on the comments real quick. Yeah, hello all. Thanks a lot for watching. Yep, jets are finally in. Yeah, just the one, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, let's kick off. I hope that the game is not going to be laggy as hell because of all the vehicles at this close proximity. I think should be able to do the job. Which you preview already. I'm obviously going to use the Altis map for this live stream. An update that has been released last week, I think, for the dev branch. I'm not even sure if it's out for the regular beta. Can't really tell you. Takes a long time to load. Yeah, I'm certainly gonna fly later. By the way, tonight's live stream is sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. Check that out. Just kidding. I wish. Still a great drink. Okay. Laggy as fuck. No, it's not that bad. Alright. Let's start with NATO vehicles. Okay, this is not an engineer APC as I think I saw. Well, would you move already? As I thought I saw a picture. This is definitely anti-air. two big ass guns, probably something around 35 millimeters, and definitely some missiles going on. But on the same platform as the IV, what is it called? IV blah blah something 6. The APC, the tracked APC from the NATO, but this time without the grenade launcher and machine gun, but another turret. Let's hop in as commander really quick. Commander has smoke screen and a individually turnable camera turret, whatever, optics, some sort of the standard modes here, and nothing else. Let's hop to gunner. Oh, that's already pretty nice. Okay, AA rounds, 35mm cannon, as I anticipated, 680 rounds. AA long range AA missiles 4. Oh, it's Titan missiles, okay. Whoa, that sounds pretty cool. Woohoo! Fire and all. Nice. Let's go for the guns. It's gonna be badass. Oh my god! Oh my god, Bohemia! Interactive, please. What the fuck is that? Those sound effects are ridiculous. Jesus. I could cry. I could really cry. Please, Lord Charhead, when you update your JSRS sound mod, this is like #1 priority right there. That's just ridiculous. If you have ever stood next to a gun like that, and then you hear this, I don't know. That's a shame. But of course we can count on our modding community, which will provide some decent sounds. And this is like even more confusing because the missile sound is pretty awesome. This is like really some punch to it, you know. Yeah, I can actually feel it. But if you switch to guns, it almost made me cry. Shame. Okay, so I guess that does it for this vehicle right here. AA missiles as well as guns. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that. Okay, main battle tank for the NATO side. I think it's inspired by an Israeli tank. I'm not sure what the real model is called. Finally, a decent caliber here, probably 120mm. Let's go in commander. Again here, smoke screen. Some decent optics to like observe the terrain and acquire targets in order to counter to engage. Can we turn out? Yes. Oh, nice animation here. Turnout animation is cool. I only see one hatch, so maybe the commander is the only guy who can actually turn out. The animation was pretty nice. Hands are even moving. Okay. Let's switch to gunner seat. Okay, we have those are armor-piercing rounds, so against enemy armored vehicles, 32 of them. 120mm cannon, it's about the standard thing on MBTs. Let's fire that baby. Okay, now I'm impressed again. That has some punch to it. Sweet. The guns, I'm probably gonna cry. Okay, standard machine gun sounds for the M200 LMG 6.5mm caliber. I probably can switch to HET, high explosive rounds for the cannon. Let's try that and maybe shoot at this tower over there. Oh, the reload went pretty fast, 16 rounds of those. Okay, I didn't really hear an impact or an explosion over there, but the gun sound is awesome. Nice. Driver's seat. Still, unfortunately, so far in all those positions, no 3D cockpit as, for example, in the Bradley in ARMA 2. I really loved that, especially with Trike IR, you know, when you had like the hatches in first person, you could look down, have the speed and all that indicated, so you could look around freely, and it really gave you the feeling of driving a tank because you couldn't see really very much. That's missing here. Eye vision, engine sounds.
Pull. Solid copy.
Oof, that was a pretty abrupt stop. Sound is alright. Vehicle sound is cool. I love how you can hear the tracks, you know, when you're like in idle. The rattling of the tracks. And a lot of smoke and, yeah, a lot of exhaust things coming out there. Exhaust smoke? I don't know what you call that. Nice. MBTs. NATO side. That's good. That's nice. I forgot to turn this one off. Yeah, this is like the same sound as for the APC version. I wonder if you can hop in here and use it for transport. No, you can't hop in, like there are not the 8 seats available for an infantry team. I'm really confused. I'm going back and forth. Artillery. As you might know, I was in the artillery in Swiss Armed Forces M109 self-propelled howitzer battery or battalion, to be honest. So yeah, artillery is something I'm really into, even though I'm no longer in active service. Gunner seat. Something is weird. Sounds good. Not like impressive, but okay. Commander seat. Oh, nice. Oh, grenade launcher. Okay. Oh, grenade launcher and machine gun. That's pretty badass. So yeah, the newer self-propelled howitzers usually have some sort of defense weapons. We just had an M50 12.7mm machine gun on top, but not like with a remote turret. So the commander had to actually go out there to fire the gun and all that. So he was really exposed to snipers and all kinds of other threats. And that's nice here. Remote control turned, 500 rounds, 12.7. Same sounds obviously, and the 40mm grenade launcher. That's cool, and I guess yeah, smoke screen as well. Gunner seat. Oh yeah. This is gonna take a while, I guess. If I use the scroll menu, I have the option to select different ammo types. Reload guided, probably like laser guided shells, so somewhere a sniper or another recon unit can sit in the bush and observe a NAO and lace targets with the laser designator. You can fire some guided rounds and they probably auto lock on the laser. That's pretty nice. Cluster munition, cluster mine, cluster shells, smoke. Oh, here's laser guided. What the hell is guided and then laser guided? AT mine cluster, that's nice. You can like fire a shell that will that will cluster itself and then lay sort of a carpet with AT mines. Pretty nasty stuff. This could be fun. And okay, we got artillery computer. I'm not sure what I can do here. I got the range, you know, like line of sight, optics. I got range indicated, elevation. Elevation control. TRV. I can't really tell you what all those numbers mean. I mean, the elevation would be the vertical angle, but that's not changing no matter where I look here. Now I got something. It disappears. Got something. Can't tell you what all that does. Yeah, let's just fire around. That's what we're here for. Nice. Really nice, like smoke cloud. You even see the shell flying away. Maybe not in the live stream, but I do here in game. As will you if you play it yourself. Cool. If you imagine like an entire battery with about six of those vehicles firing at the same time, and after that like a series of a few rounds per howitzer, it's gonna be intimidating. Okay, we got artillery computer here. Probably, yeah, this is like the standard artillery computer. You got the same thing for the mortars as well, and it was the same thing in Arma 2. If you open it, you get two circles, the inner and the outer circle, and within this area you can actually acquire targets and shoot at them. You can here choose, oh, this is changed, even up to 5 different modes. As soon as I choose something else here, you will see those circles here changing. I'm close now. I go to medium. So this is the inner, this is the outer circle now. I go to extreme, and oh my god, that's pretty far. You even see the range, maximum range, as it seems, at least with those shells, is 22.881 kilometers. So that's yeah, you can even if you're down here with your howitzer, you should be able to acquire targets on the far side of the island. It could work. Maybe not like really at the edge here, but almost the entire island. So that's pretty nice. Here you can also select the ammunition. Then by just a map click, you will select your target area. You get the distance to target as well as the ETA once you fire. So I probably cannot fire, so I'm not within the fire solution. What you want to do actually is to click on the target area, maybe here, and then choose the appropriate mode. So far mode will be good here, and as soon as you have a proper mode and your target area is within those two circles, the min and the maximum circle, you will get the fire button here. You can fire, and then you see actually here the trajectory of the round or the shell with an ETA. So if you're in multiplayer with radio contact with a spotter or like a friendly group there, you can even tell them ETA 2 seconds or ETA 5 seconds, and then they know that artillery fire is about to rain down, you know. So that's a nice feature. Not gonna go into that any further because otherwise I'm gonna be streaming for 5 hours. So that's just like a really fast-paced tutorial on artillery. Yeah, I have no idea what all those ammunition types do, especially the guided shell that we had before and the laser guided one. I guess the laser guided's got to be the one where I made the example about, you know, with the spotter, with the laser designator on the target area. But what does the guided do then? Maybe you can by map click select some sort of GPS coordinate, and then the round, or oh my, it's quite an angle, and then the shell will find the target automatically. I can't tell you. Moving on to the next vehicle, checking up on the comments really quick. Hold on. What we got here? Yeah, okay. Thanks for thanks for sharing your first issues with those vehicles in mission editing and all the respawn and stuff. As I mentioned, this is like really first play for me. I have no idea. I've not tested them in any missions yet, so I cannot help you with issues like that. Okay, let's move on. Checking up Twitter really quick. I think I got something. Nope. This is the MLRS, multiple launch rocket system. Again, what the fuck is up with my tracker? There you go. Again, as it seems the same like vehicle platform, but obviously something bigger going on top. You get a driver's seat and a gunner seat. Let's hop in gunner. Again, we got this like artillery optics. I cannot tell you how that works so far, and we will definitely get the artillery computer. Works the same. Probably maximum range is going to be even further. No, it's not. Or is that the inner circle? Yeah, I guess they had to adapt that to the map, you know, or to the game itself, because in real life MLRS are able to shoot up to about 120 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken, while a self-propelled howitzer with a 15.5 or 155 millimeter caliber can fire up to about 35, maybe 40 kilometers. So yeah, nothing fancy here. Let's fire. Oh man. Hello. It's hard to get a good angle here to actually see the... Where the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, let's just check the sound effects. Okay. Takes a long time to reload. There are not going to be any other ammo types. No, it's probably just a big ass high explosive missile. Yeah, that's about it. It could be cool if you got an entire battery firing at the same time. Whoa, that's weird. Pretty sure those things here, the cylinders should be connected to the rocket pod, because that's kind of weird. I'm not going to drive this one because I'm pretty sure it's going to be about the same as oh, this could actually, I think that's the same platform as for the howitzer there, not the APC. Yeah, the APC has a different platform, but those two are identical. Moving on, the Hammer truck NATO with the box, as it's called in the editor, as I mentioned, or as I thought, it's like a container thing. I don't think you will be able to like load or unload that thing and do something with it. It's just another model. No, you cannot interact with it. Moving on to the support vehicles. This could be... I have no idea what this is. This is definitely the fuel one. Fuel truck, refuel truck. Nice writing, some warning signs. Yeah, this is... What is this? Ammunition? Kind of hard to tell. There are no like warnings or anything on it. My guess is that this is ammunition. This one is obviously first aid, medical attention, and this again with the box is probably repair, so like maintenance, you know. You got your tools and spare parts on here. I would have to check in the editor because yeah, it's kind of the same as the one over there with the box. Maybe I'm confused and the one over there is like one of the support vehicles and this is the box one. Can't tell you anymore. Doesn't really matter though. You got 4 kinds of support vehicles, support trucks, and then the 5th one is just like the box, the one with the box, the box on the back. All right, let's move on to the OP4 vehicles. Gonna pick up the pace a bit. This right here is a yeah, an anti-air tank. Turret looks pretty similar to the one from the Blue 4 side. Jesus Christ. Track car is totally messed up. Oh, I'm in the driver's seat, that's why I can turn the turn. Engine sounds. Ooh, ooh. Sounds pretty pretty similar to the Camish, already known APC on the OP4 side. Commander seat, smoke screen. I cannot turn the camera, so it seems to be like parallel to the gunner view, which is unfortunate. Let's move on to gunner seat. AA rounds, 35mm 680 rounds, as well as 4 AA long-range Titan missiles. Same loadout as for the NATO version. Same crappy ass sound effect for the guns. And missiles. Same good effect or sound effect for the missiles because it's the same type of missile. Sometimes it feels like Bohemia is taking it pretty, going like the simple way. You know, they just copy the weapons and stuff, put them on the vehicles, and change the code, the camo scheme of the vehicle, and then that's it. Yeah, we have seen a large variety of content in previous games. That's all I'm gonna say to that. The howitzer here, self-propelled howitzer. Sounds a bit different. Gunner seat, smoke screen, all the grenade launcher, 12.7mm machine gun. Here, also here, it's like the exact same interface. You know, in Arma 2 at least you had different interfaces for OP4, Blue 4 vehicles. Here, it's the exact same thing, just copied in the other vehicle. Guided shells, mine cluster, cluster shells, smoke, laser guided, AT mine, exact same ammunition types. Artillery computer, it's gonna be the same thing, although that doesn't bother me. Let's fire something here. It's gonna hurt. Nice impacts. Someone got injured. Sorry, dude. Yep. So that's all for artillery. Oh, I killed him. Oh my. I really like the camo. OP4 camo is pretty sweet. OP4 main battle tank. Ooh. Looks kind of like a futuristic T-72 or so. Except for that huge ass thing here at the back of the turret, probably ammunition storage. I don't know. No, they won't store their ammo here. This would be pretty dangerous, I guess. The ammo gotta be stored in the belly. It's up in the driver. They definitely have improved the physics. The behavior. Pretty fast, those across country. Oof. They got some good brakes. Yeah, if you brake on like hardened ground, such as here on the tarmac, physics are pretty good. It brakes, you know, it like slides a little bit, it drifts a little bit, but it's not like overdoing it. Could even be a little bit more, in my opinion. But over there on the terrain, you know, when I braked, that was insane. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't think you can stop like that abrupt with a vehicle that is somewhat over 50, maybe even 60 tons. All right. Oh, we haven't fired, huh? Get in as commander. Commander. Oh, this one has a gun. 12.7 millimeter. I'm not even sure if I checked that on the. Yeah, I think I did, but this one doesn't have a gun for the commander. This one does, so slight advantage here on the op4 side. This is really good to to cover your rear. You know, the main gunner can observe the front or so with the main cannon and his smaller machine gun. And as a commander, you can have like the rear area to observe and avoid infantry closing in and placing IEDs or something, especially in urban warfare, obviously. Not in like open tank versus tank warfare. But if you try to raid a city, that's something really good. Because troops in Iraq, they even had to have the loaders look outside with their M4s and shit and shoot guys coming out of the alleys trying to throw mines and IEDs and all that stuff. So this is just, it's good if you can do that from inside, because as soon as you stick your head out, you're a great target for snipers. Let me check out in the comments really quick. Yeah, pickup car, we're gonna have a look at that later. Okay, that's op4. This is the independent APC. It looks, on the first look, it looks very similar to the op4 one, but if you take a closer look at the wheels, this has 8 wheels and the op4 one has only 6 wheels, so it's a bit bigger. I can tell you about the cannon though. It has some sort of a shield in front. It's probably amphibious. Yeah, it is. So you can go in the water with that. In real life, once you go in the water, you would like lower that shield on the front, and then yeah, kind of like protect the hatches, the driver and the driver hatch, to get too much water, you know, from the waves and then flop the vehicle, and you would lose balance and it would probably sink. So this is like a shield against the water in the front. Let's hop in the rear really quick. Oh no, I don't want to rearm. Right in the back. So it's kind of gay, but okay. 8 seats. Standard infantry team can be transported to this one. So that's kind of similar to the other APCs from NATO and Blue 4. Let's go in Commander. Smoke screen as a weapon and an individual turnable optics to observe and acquire targets to transmit them to the gunner. Let's hop in the gunner seat. Oh shit, I got some mosquitoes here again. They always come when I'm live streaming, fucking bastards. CTS cannon, CTWS cannon, 30mm, 140 rounds, that's not a lot. High explosive and anti-armor 60 rounds. M200 LMG 6.5mm, 1000 rounds, and AT missiles, type missiles. I guess they're like guided, you know, you can control them by or with your cursor, maybe, yeah. You can control them just by looking or tracking the vehicle with your mouse. It's about the same. Zeroing will obviously work, and the gun. Can we turn out? Probably not as a gunner. Nope. Commander maybe. Yeah, commander can turn out, and in front, like right in front of me, is the hatch for the driver. So far, so good. Alright, moving on. So that's like the army vehicles for the 3 main factions. Now we have a few other things. The vehicles for like that kind of new independent faction, IFV. I think it was called IFV. Off-road. Some backpacks attached to the side that gives it a nice guerrilla feeling. Really nice camo. Looks almost like an off-road they used. Oh, some bumper enforcement. Looks kind of like a vehicle from freaking Jurassic Park 2 or so. That's cool. Sort of net back there instead of a window. Oh, this is the machine gun version. God, that's cool. Like it, love it. Oh, the good old the M2. Nice. That's pretty sweet. This could be cool for like for some sort of mercenary scenario, whatever. Not sure why it doesn't have a door on the left side, but on the right it does. Maybe it got shot off. Oh, the jets. Gonna look at them a bit later. Yeah, I think the physics, they haven't like changed a lot. Needed sound effects, still the same sound effects as we know it from. No handbrake. No. As we know it from the civilian off-road. Okay, that's IFV vehicle off-roads. Then they also have an ATV with a kind of similar camo. They have a truck. I'm pretty sure I checked in the editor, it's listed under IFV, but it's not like, it doesn't have a camo. But since this new faction is probably some sort of a militia or whatever, they might use civilian vehicles. And those are those dudes. Yep, looks like some sort of terrorist. What is that? Either he's injured yeah, it's probably kind of a bandaged injury, and not some. Or it could also be some sort of like a symbol, you know, like the resistance with the red the red band around their arm. It's a new gun though. Is it a new gun? Or is it that TAR-21 thing? I've never really used that gun. Maybe just a TAR with another color. M200. AT. Yeah, that looks like some sort of militia. They got all kinds of clothes. The like trousers seem to be the same as for the official independent side, like the independent army. And those dudes, yeah, they seem kind of like some sort of rebels or terrorists or whatever. This guy hit dry land. What we got here? Another truck. This is a fuel truck. Yeah, it's definitely from that faction because this is not a civilian in there, but it looks like a civilian vehicle. All right, what else we got? And those are like the official civilian vehicles, pretty much the same truck as over there. This is like another truck with a box. And this is something FTW. Okay. I was gonna say it looks like a freaking BMW, like an X5 or so, or whatever the hell those models are. Obviously, an Easter egg or hidden advertisement for BMW. Sounds kind of weird though. Oh, even a glass roof. Hello. Nice. I like the color. How fast can we go? Terrain 110. 120 kilometers per hour on freaking rough terrain. Oh, that was even 125. And we would so flip over. Let's go for max. Pedal to the metal. 150. Doesn't feel like 150 though. Still going. 190. 200. Okay. Over 200 kilometers per hour. It's freaking rough terrain. Oh, fence. Oh, shit. No! Oh, I messed up my ride. At least some sort of damage model if you hit an obstacle. Oh, it's gonna be a long walk. I'm just gonna restart really quick. In fact, I'm gonna take a quick break. Gotta take a piss. I'm back in about 5 minutes. We're gonna have a look at the other civilian vehicles that are still missing there. We're gonna obviously fly the jet, the buzzard. We're gonna have a quick look at the static launchers, and I think that's about it. Okay, yeah, we just read a comment there. Someone has maybe tested it. A butterfly car has tested it. Almost 300 kilometers per hour. That's pretty fast. So yeah, I'm gonna really quick restart the game and right back. Please stay tuned, and I'll catch you in a few. Fuck is up with those names? Sotor. This looks like a howitzer, and then ZSU-39 Tigris. This is definitely some sort of anti-air tank, something like a shield car from Armour 2 or a Tunguska, anything in that area. Feel free to leave a comment, ask questions. Obviously, I can't really explain anything related to those videos. This is the first play for me as well. Not those videos, those vehicles. It's gonna be first play, so I don't have don't know anything about them yet. But feel free to ask any other question, or also if you don't have a Twitch account and can't comment here, you can also hit me up on Twitter. Try to follow the Twitter feed from my cell phone. So feel free to use that as well. Okay, civilian. No, this is not civilian side. It seems as if there's some sort of new faction. If you hit them here, you get off-road FIA. I guess there's also going to be a faction here. Or in the independent side maybe. Yeah, here it is. Independent side AAF is like the green force, green four that we already knew, and now here there's FIA. I don't know exactly what that is. Just realized they have some other content besides those new vehicles as well. So I'm just gonna play some random units here, so we can have a look at them as well. Completely new independent faction group, whatever. Just a few as example. Gonna place them right here. What else we got? Man story, carry. Okay, let's place carry as well. And we got ships, assault boat. So this is probably just like the rubber craft. Yeah, never mind. And static. Oh yeah, that's something I missed. And also, besides the vehicles, there are also a few static guns, such as static machine guns, grenade launchers, anti-air launchers, and anti-tank launchers. So they just have the mortar here. That's nothing new. What else we got? Static. Yeah, check that. Supports. I think that's also new. I'm sorry, I'm really just making it up as I go. Their support vehicles have been added to the game, such as ammo trucks, fuel trucks, repair trucks, and medical vehicles. So I'm just going to place a few of those as well. Fuel truck, whatever, let's place one. I'm just going to ungroup them, otherwise they will start. For pretty much all the factions, we get some blue 4 vehicles, such as I think it's some sort of engineer tank. It's the IFV-6A Cheetah. We're gonna have a look at this later, or like live in the game. The M2A1 Slammer, which is like the main battle tank for the NATO side. The M4 Storcher, which looks like an kind of an advanced version of the M109 howitzer. So it's an artillery, a self-propelled artillery howitzer. M5 Sandstorm MLRS, multiple launch rocket system. So this is badass artillery. And then there's a Hammer truck box. I guess it has some sort of container on the back, so kind of a new adapted version of a transport truck for the NATO side. Now the independent side gets an armored vehicle as well, AFV-4 Gordon. I think it's probably about the same model as the Up4 side has, but probably some other camo, like the standard independent camo scheme, with all the green. Now, Up4 side, I think I messed up the order here because this looks like a main battle tank. T100 Warsuk. No, what? Forsuk? Not Warsuk. Forsuk or so. I have no idea. Then the 2S9. What the Good evening, Chance. This Maverick here with another ARMA 3 live stream. I hope you guys can hear me alright. If you do so, please confirm really quick in the comments. Would appreciate that. Yeah, another day, another great day for the Arma 3 fan community. Beta Dev Branch updated today, and we got a lot more content. Basically, yeah, it's just vehicles. It hit me by surprise. I read about it yesterday that there is supposed to be another Dev Branch update where you get pretty much access to all the missing vehicles in Arma 3. Just about a week before the official game release. And yeah, I came home today after work, after a really busy day at work, turned on Steam and saw the update. I didn't have really time to prepare something. I was pretty stressed out all day, and had to visit or went visiting my father, who was just released of the hospital yesterday because of some major heart issues. But he's all right, and I'm glad that he is. So let's kick off. Yeah, I just prepared something the last few minutes, so that's why I'm a little bit late. A lot of new vehicles running around and shit. We don't want that. Let's place the yeah, let's go for NATO. Let's use the empty vehicles, supports. It's the Hammett. Ammo, fuel, medical. Come on. Repair. And then we get the SAMAC. Like the SAMAC is the basic transport truck for independent and OPFOR side. Here we get kind of the similar stuff. Repair, refuel, rearm, and medical, but with a different like vehicle as a platform. I'm not going to place those as well. I'm just going to use the NATO version here, so we can see how they look. It's probably not something super fancy, but they will definitely help in mission editing. And also some fast air. Finally, this baby is released, the A143 Buzzard for the independent side. No fast air for OPFOR or NATO. So no aircrafts, CAS aircrafts, whatever. There are two versions. One is the AA version. I guess this one has